Hey you, namaste, welcome back. It's Jyoti. Kya chal raha hai? I am back after a while. I know. I was traveling, I was doing a lot of things. So much has been pending. I've actually switched off completely from most things pop culture, and it has honestly felt like Dhurandhar month has happened. And there is still a lot of discussion around the movie that I would love to have, but I'm done with the movie review, which 2 parts, and I'm done with the 7 videos of the soundtrack. A lot of discussions in there as well. I will be releasing shorter clips of all those things that I have talked about regarding this particular movie because it's a phenomena that doesn't come around every day. So वो सब short clips आप देखते रहेंगे channel पे. But now let's get back to regular programming as well. This one has been pending for a long time. I know 3 weeks ago it dropped. 3 weeks ago होगा या 1 महीना ही हो जाए. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. ठीक है. So let's get to it. Rama. It is Namit Malhotra's Ramayana. It's called Nitesh Tiwari, Ranbir, Yash, Hans Zimmer, and A.R. Rahman. Like I said in my previous video somewhere, I'm a little wary of Ranbir Kapoor playing Lord Ram. I don't doubt his acting abilities. I have been a fan of him in Rockstar, Barfi, um, Wake Up Sid, um, couple of other movies. But yeah, I know he's a good actor. But is he the right choice to play Lord Ram? We don't know. We don't know. Right now, I'm very iffy about this. But ठीक है, let's get into this. रामा. ये रामा क्यों लिखते हैं? राम ही क्यों नहीं लिखते? राम है नाम. राम लिख लो, RAM. ये एक्स्ट्रा ए क्यों हम ऐड करते हैं आज के टाइम में भी? It's not needed, है ना? Ram is the greatest of all time because he lived a life where the choices he made were always in the benefit of the greater good, duty over desire, and sacrifice over self. His legacy continues to enhance and empower humanity over time and bring the belief in the goodness of the human spirit to resolve all conflict and bring peace to the world. In cinemas on Diwali this year. Okay, got it. Namit Malhotra's Ramayana, Our Truth, Our History. I like that. Truth and history. I like it. We do not consider this mythology, just for those who don't know. Starring Ranbir, Yash as I don't know Yash. I have never seen anything of his, so I don't know. Sai Pallavi also, I don't know. Ravie Dubey also, I don't know. Sunny Deol as Hanuman. This I'm really waiting to see. ठीक है, co-produced by Yash, adapted for screenplay by Shridhar, Raghavan and Nitesh Tiwari, directed by Nitesh Tiwari. Okay, music by Hans Zimmer and Rahman, lyrics by Kumar, Vishwas. Wow, very nice. Chalo, let's just do it. I know I'm late to this party, but better late than never, है ना? Chalo, 1, 2, 3, play. Oh, damn. Cool design. Oh, damn. Okay, I like the poster. I have several thoughts. Firstly, background music, soundtrack. We know it's going to be amazing. I don't know. My goosebumps are not going. Um, you could, I mean, there's a signature to the Hans Zimmer sound, right? And A.R. Rahman sound because you have the very soulful kind of da-na-na, like melody and thing happening. And then you will have the pickup with the strings. Ding, 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 ding. It's very Hans Zimmer. है ना? वो हो रहा था and it's piquing your curiosity, your excitement, your like emotions, everything. So that was happening. And I'm just going to talk about the music first because that immediately just hit me. It was stupendous. It was amazing. I feel like to a story like this, I think these two maestros' music will really, really do justice. You can tell just from this 2.5 minute teaser trailer situation. But the way it kind of brought the soul with it as soon as it began, and then you kind of see his silhouette. Um, Oof, that entire section. और फिर वो progress हुआ, um, and the sort of crescendo happened when you see his face reveal and him in the full uh, prince ka crown and attire, or maybe that's the king's crown. And then how all the um, uh, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम 1 minute 30 seconds से फिर वो चेंज हुआ उसका पेस बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल द fight scenes and all that picking up. Um, but that entire section where his face is revealed and we hear, I think it's A.R. Rahman's voice with that happening. Sorry, happening, and then the vocal um, cry that's happening over there. Very Rahman, very emotional, very oof, grabs you, right? And just brings that warmth, that connect, that soulful connect immediately with it. One sec. 116. Yeah. Background voices. And then the transition happens. वो background vocals भी आ गए फिर, and the transition happens with the percussion. The percussion game is strong with this one. The percussion comes and picks up, and then okay, there are some visual things that I didn't like so much, but that we'll come to. You can tell it's a mix of different drums. और फिर वहां सितार आया जब वो हो गया. सितार है या वीणा? नहीं, सितार ही लग रहा था. The humming happens. I wonder whose voice that is. Um, और अराउंड द फर्स्ट मिनट 59 सेकेंड्स के आसपास वो ट्रम्पेट आया और उसके राइट आफ्टर शहनाई आई. सो इट वाज जस्ट अ ब्यूटीफुल wind section. You know, when the Rath is pulling out, the Shehnai element happens, which adds to the sadness wala emotional section, just for a brief scene. Perfect, perfect. Anyway, they know what they're doing. they are masters of their craft. So I'm just admiring the background music and the entire this thing and the way it all thummed at the end with that one vocal, taking us along emotionally. And then फिर वो percussion वाला आया. जैसे वो अनाउंसमेंट, मतलब ऐलान ए जंग वाला. सस्पेंस, अथॉरिटी, पावर. It's so interesting to me how um, sound is used to just establish the dynamics of a scene in movies. It's fascinating. So anyway, रावण को इंट्रोड्यूस किया है और ये उनका विमान दिखाया गया है which is a very interesting shape. It's shaped like a lotus almost, है ना? तो पुष्पक का लिटरल अर्थ निकाल के उन्होंने डिजाइन किया है. वेरी नाइस, नाइसली डन. And उसके जो साउंड है, the टक 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 टक, it almost kind of sounds like the olden ships, literal ships, like पानी में चलने वाले ships. उनका जो वो होते थे, people used to row them, and there used to be an entire floor of just rowers under ships का hulls. वो वैसा sound लग रहा है. So quite interesting how they've done all this. And it's circular in shape. Very nice. Hold on, I need water. Mm. So so yeah, now, so background score, music score, everything, I have very, very high hopes. High hopes matlab they are through the roof. Expectations, I mean. So that's one. Use headphones for a better experience. Yes, that has happened. Now we'll go frame by frame and I'll try and give my commentary as it flows. So we see this opening scene, and हाँ, ये first scene देख के मुझे ऐसा, he's on a bird, है ना? तो मुझे वो, I was remembering Jatayu and I was like, oh no, and then that bird got hit also. So little थोड़ा मेरे को sad feel हुआ वहीं पे. But that is clearly major attacks. Then, I mean, on the city. So this is where they've reached Lanka. Then someone crashes to the ground and it's a human who's not dying. So I don't know, is that Hanuman ji? No, this person has long hair and a bow and arrows ka wo container. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? Whenever the world descends into chaos, that's a beautiful shot. He is always the answer. I'm not sure I love all the CGI in this. It's just thoda sa weird, ruling our hearts for over 5,000 years. This shot of him walking through the public with the flowers thing, very high on emotionality because of the music. I'm not sure I love the design of it because थोड़ा सा वो लग रहा है, इतना इतना पतला पात थोड़ी बना के रखेंगे वो, मतलब उन्होंने फ्रेम भरने के लिए ये किया है, आई थिंक. बट ठीक है. Our protector. This scene, this with him flipping over the tree and then that monster, this I didn't like at all because this looks very fake. It looks, that over the top action, CGI wala, green screen wala, and this monster also. I'm sorry, but it does not look like a Rakshas to me. Uh, it has Rakshas eyes, but head and all is not very. It looks like one of those um, you know, foreign movies ke zombie villain type creations. And I think that will happen in this movie because their entire team creating all the effects and all is not Indian, as I believe, है ना? ठीक है. Then he's picking up I think that's the Pinaka. So this must be the Swayamvar scene, yeah, because I think flowers lage hue hain. Now see, he's standing by the waterfall and there is hardly any, when you're standing next to such a large waterfall, एक तो बहुत पानी छींटे आएंगी आपके ऊपर, ऊपर से विंड इतनी होगी कि आपका बाल, कपड़े सब हिल रहे होंगे. यहाँ पे बहुत मिनिमल ब्रीज ऑन हिज धोती is happening. Hair is not moved only. Then, okay, then the courtyard scene where they're coming to take Ashirwad before leaving. Then the scene where Praja is standing and their Rath is ready to take them into the jungles. That's a nice scene. I like the Rath ka wheel. It's moving. यहाँ पे शहनाई और वो trumpet वाला sound आया. So very nice. Sadness feel हो गई हमें. 8 time Oscar winning D and D ने, yeah, I think. And then the reveal. I like the mukut. Mukut is nice. Necklace is nice. Full like outfit is good, classy looking. This entire coat I like. Dashrath, we celebrate the greatest of all time. See, in this scene where he is looking up and taking Ashirwad before leaving, you can see the honesty in his eyes as an actor, quite honestly, because Ranbir Kapoor is the kind of actor who, he emotes really well through his eyes. I just cannot take the Ranbir Kapoor out of it. I can see he's in character. It's very obvious. But okay, let's see. ये अगेन सीन वे ही स्टैंडिंग इन द रिवर, ये बहुत वो लग रहा है फेक ना, इनको थोड़ा सा रियल। एनीवे ठीक है, आई डिस्काउंट इट। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम ये आपने हिंदी में लिखा है, बाकी सब हिंदी में नहीं लिख सकते। हिंदी में लिखो ना, ऑन टॉप नीचे लिखो इंग्लिश। और ये रामा क्यों लिखा है? आई हैव अ प्रॉब्लम विद दिस। आई हैव मेंशन्ड इट एट द स्टार्ट आल्सो। ये एक्स्ट्रा ए क्यों डाल दिया आपने? एक तो आप हिंदी में लिखना चाहिए राम सबसे ऊपर, उसके नीचे आप राम लिखो ना, RAM। एक्चुअली RAAM होना चाहिए, राम, फॉर द फॉरेनर्स हु शुड नॉट से रैम। जस्ट से RAM या RAAM, ये ए एंड में क्यों डाल दिया आपने? आई डोंट गेट इट। ठीक है, नाउ दिस तो इरिटेटेड मी। आई एम सॉरी बट यू आर वॉकिंग थ्रू अ स्टॉर्म एंड योर हेयर इज नॉट मूविंग. You would literally find it difficult to walk straight. So this, I'm sorry, they need to make it more real for us to buy in. Then that scene where he's running away from a Rakshas. ये ये वनवास का तो सीन नहीं है, तो पहले का ही होगा, इंट्रो, हिज इंट्रो, है ना, when he was killing demons across the land with his guruji. um Now this again annoyed me a little bit. This he's dressed as Lord Ram. पीछे आप उनके देख रहे हैं, you know, when that axe situation is flying at him, and he's about to grab it. His army is clearly standing behind him, including his three brothers. So you can see one, his father. Next to him, you can see, I think that is Lakshman, if not Bharat. And then, yeah, his other two brothers behind. And then you see the army. So now he's standing in front. He grabs this situation, and then he does this whole thing. And, you know, it's very, ये वाला सीन, और इतनी हवा वहां पे दिखाई गई है, धुआं, विंड एंड ऑल, लेकिन nobody's hair, nothing is moving. This I'm sorry, I'm giving feedback. You all can still fix this before the movie release. Don't make it fake, please. वो bow and arrow and that deer situation is ठीक है. Then you see him with the talwar, and that's probably him declaring war after he sets fire to this one. ठीक है. Now this I really like, the music, the lighting, everything. Him in the boat. I remember this story, which scene this is, but nice. Ramayana. ये एक्स्ट्रा ए एंड में मुझे बहुत अनॉय करता है अब. This Ravan situation is looking very apt. Like he looks. I don't know Yash. I've never seen anything of his, but very um commanding presence, even just from his back. So I liked it. And this Pushpak Viman, to we must discuss. Um, where is the entry point of this विमान? इसका एक पेटल नीचे होता है, फिर आप चढ़ते हैं उस पे. What is the situation? Um, because I am not seeing any चढ़ने वाला सीढ़ी type thing. But ठीक है, very nicely designed. पुष्पक को अच्छा डिजाइन किया है. ठीक है, it's a nice teaser. There's a lot of CGI stuff that does not look believable at all. It looks a little over the top ish. Um, तो एंड ऑल, लाइक ये सब करने की जरूरत नहीं है, उनको नॉर्मल दिखाओ चलेगा. हमें रामानंद सागर जी की रामायण बहुत पसंद है, उसमें ये सब कुछ नहीं था. सो यू नो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, लाइक इट डजंट नीड टू बी दिस ओवर द टॉप thing. But I am not convinced through this teaser. I'm not still not convinced. I'm still where I was before seeing this, whether Ranbir can actually play Lord Ram or not. I feel like, and no hate to Ranbir, he's a great actor and he's very apt for certain stories and roles and whatever. He's trying to change his career trajectory maybe now. Um, but no, this is a very, 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 your own trailer says all the, all the sentences जो बीच बीच में आ रहे हैं, वो ही बता रहे हैं ये कितना भारी किरदार है निभाने के लिए, ये कितना सिग्निफिकेंस रखता है हमारे लिए, और इसका कैसे हम sort of we don't take this lightly. Let's just put, and if it's not good, we will not be forgiving either. You all know what happened with Adi Purush. Till today, I mean, till today, kya, forever, nobody will forget the makers of that. I don't have the word, but so they've got, if they're spending all this money and making like the biggest कितना है 4,000 करोड़, इतने करोड़ आते कहाँ से हैं? आई डोंट इवन नो, बट एनीवे ठीक है जहाँ से भी आते हैं। इफ यू आर गोना स्पेंड ऑल दैट मनी एंड नॉट मेक इट, it'll be really sad. It'll be really sad. This, however, sonically, matching the visuals, matching what's going on, um, all of that still gives me faith that they will do a good enough job, you know. And maybe his portrayal of Lord Ram will be something so unexpected for all of us that we'll be like, whoa, here's this really amazing actor who's given us a whole new way of looking at Lord Ram. That could also happen. I'm just saying 50-50 दोनों तरफ जाने के चांसेस हैं, बिकॉज रणबीर है अच्छा एक्टर। अभी तक ये देखने के बाद मुझे इतना कन्विंस मैं नहीं हुई हूँ कि ही कैन प्ले लॉर्ड राम in the best possible way. I feel there are a lot of actors in the country who could have played this role, just like whether you choose Hrithik Roshan or mm, Vicky Kaushal to play Lord Shiva in some movie, you will never touch a Mohit Raina. You cannot. You cannot. He is Devo ke Dev Mahadev in all our eyes, right? Nobody can play Shivji like Mohit Raina can. So to rise above um, one's sort of mental expectations for someone like Lord Ram, you have to be 500x your best as an actor. So let's see. Let's see. Ranveer took it on, knowing the kind of comments and feedback and all that he would get. Um, but let's see. Let's see if he's able to deliver. I'm still not convinced. Just that one scene, like I mentioned, where he's looking up and he's got this like his watery eyes and his sort of goodbye scene with his father. वहां पे मुझे लगा हाँ convincing lag raha hai yahan pe. But yes, other than that, I just feel like if y'all still, this is my request to the makers. आप लोगों ने बहुत पैसे खर्च किए हैं और आप लोगों का intent बहुत प्योर लग रहा है, that you want to recreate this epic in a way that the world will admire, and the world will learn our history, our truth. I love that tagline, first of all. Thank you for putting that out there. And in a way that will shine a light on our culture in a big way. So I admire that intent. I just really, really want to request them to not do so much with the CGI that it starts looking fake or not very believable and not very real. That's the only request. Don't go overboard with the CGI. And please, for God's sake, make the Rakshasas look little Indian. We have a certain image of how they would have looked, and they have looked. You can build on those ideas, but don't make it completely इतना foreign कि हमें वो believe ही नहीं हो कि ये है ये कहाँ से आए. Um, like it should not look like we are in Ramayana, but somewhere in the middle we've landed in Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings. That's what I'm saying. So, wo hi request hai. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this. I'm very late to the party, so you all must have finished your discussions around it. But please discuss with me also. Comments me. Let me know what you think. I am looking forward to the other reveals. And this kind of feels like, actually, now that I think about it, it kind of feels like the reveal is happening in the way Amish Tripathi also did his books. If you all have followed Amish's Ramchandra series, if you haven't, you must. I highly recommend. There are 4 books, and it's written in this beautiful format where the first book is from Ramji's perspective and his first person storytelling till the point of the Sita Haran. The second book is Sita from her life POV and her story, and it stops at the Sita Haran. And then you have Ravan and that's actually fatter than the first 2 books. You have his life story and everything he's been through and who he is and his POV, and condensing at the Sita. So all the 3 lives and stories and POVs meet at the one point. And from there on is the 4th book, War on Lanka. So beautiful way of telling the story, because you get to know who was Ravan, who was Sita. We've all heard the Ramayana so much as outsiders, right? Watching what's going on. but never from the first person POV. And I think it's beautifully done. You must pick up those books and read them before this film releases. Um, so that's my thing. So I think that's what they're trying to do. First is this, then maybe हमें लक्ष्मण दिखेंगे, फिर सीता जी दिखेंगी, फिर हनुमान जी. I cannot wait. Cannot wait for Hanuman ji to make an appearance. They didn't show him in this teaser, which I'm very annoyed by. But last में आएंगे रावण, I feel. Let me know what you all think. What do you think of this theory? And who are you most looking forward to see revealed? But ठीक है, I'll end this here. Loved the background score. Loved. Have massive expectations from the soundtrack and the background score. And can't wait. Honestly, that is what gave me the goosebumps and made me just go, oh my God, this is going to be mad. This is going to be insanely good. So looking forward to that. Chalo, let me know your thoughts. I'll take your leave. Take care of yourselves and live long and prosper. Jai Shri Ram.